Hello?
Hello, welcome to Hanging Up with Ashley and Jen.
That's right.
This is week 2 about talking about gay shit
Pride
for Pride.
for June.
I also learned, though, that you share a month with Pacific Islander Heritage Month or something.
I don't know. Well, that's neat.
I found that out from someone whose father was Polynesian.
Okay. And I saw something about...
Sucks that y'all are having to share a month.
Oh, girl.
But what
There's
if you
so
were
many.
like Pacific Islander and gay? Woo!
What?
Good for you.
On the internet, when I've seen posts about gay stuff, I've seen a lot of conversations that are like, it's also it's Veterans Month. What are you going to do for the veterans?
Is it Veterans Month or is it just Veterans Day is in this month?
Well, I think Veterans Day is in May. Now we're in June. Let me look it up. I think maybe Trump said we're not doing...
Yeah, I thought it wasn't even called Veterans Day
Yeah.
anymore. And I'm pretty sure that veterans get shit all the fucking time.
Veterans Month is in November, but apparently
Well, what? What? People on the internet are wrong?
I know, it's hard to believe.
Ugh.
Let's see, National...
How do I trust anything in this world?
Military Appreciation Month could be May. The funny thing is we have so many military things.
We just had, what did we just freaking have? Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Wait, that was last month. That wasn't even this month.
Yeah, that was last month. Remember, Trump got rid of Veterans Day and is changing it to Victory Day. And he took away the national holiday for Veterans Day.
So now bankers have to work on that day?
Yeah,
They're
there
gonna
isn't
be
a Veterans
pissed.
Day. It's going to be
Victory Day.
Victory Day and no day off. I don't know when these things go into act, but I don't think he's very friendly to veterans, if you ask me. But
No.
who am I?
No. But let's keep it gay. So,
Okay.
lots of people were talking shit about the Target Pride collection. I have been told by someone who is on the internet all the time that co-hosts the show with me.
Who was that? She sounds fascinating.
She is great.
Aw, thanks.
And I hopped online to look at the collection.
Yeah.
And I loved it because it was nothing but like rainbows and tassels and fringe.
One of the distinctions is that a lot of the best stuff is only available online, and it'll say on there, online only.
Well,
So the gayest stuff isn't in the store, as I understand it. But I have not gone in to double check this.
me either. I haven't been in a long time. I don't go shopping anymore
Yeah.
at stuff like that. But if I could get a romper with rainbow fringe on it, I'm 100% in.
You should, because I bet that would be so cool. Cute. And
I'll go roller skating.
Yeah, you could wear it roller skating.
So everything
But
in
if
that
you fall,
collection,
you might get fringe in your...
I don't
roll over
fall,
the
girl.
fringe. Okay.
I am such
Even
a
backwards?
good roller. No.
You can go backwards?
Yeah, I can go sideways.
You can't skate sideways.
Yes, you can.
Oh, like with two.
I'm learning how to dance. I'm learning how to roll bounce.
Where do you have skates?
At my house.
Do you do that in your house? Where do you skate?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I put them on and I watch a YouTube.
Oh my God. There's no room in there for that.
It's so good. But
The Armory would be a good place.
oh, I know. I want to make a little roller skating room in the basement.
Okay.
Also, where my brother-in-law works, he has this big giant room. And I just want to rent it once a month and have a roller skating party.
Okay.
And I'll wear the romper. But it made me realize that the gays stole the rainbow from
God.
roller skating culture.
They stole it from God.
There is no God, Jennifer.
From nature.
Please.
They stole it from science. They stole it from the sky.
So I'm not mad that they took the rainbow, but I've just realized every time I see it, I think like, oh, 70s, I love it.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad they picked like a rainbow.
When did that become a thing?
I'm not exactly sure, but do you know why they chose the rainbow as a symbol?
No.
Because gay people come in all different types, all different colors, and they've been part of the human experience of all kinds. So it's supposed to reflect the idea that people of all sorts are gay.
So that the gay population is diverse and they accept each other no matter what?
Okay,
Or they want other people to accept them no matter what?
In 1978, the rainbow pride flag was popularized as a symbol of the gay community by San Francisco artist Gilbert Baker. The different colors are associated with diversity in the gay community,
Okay.
but they actually have symbolic meanings.
Ooh, like each color has a different meaning?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
This is Wikipedia, so can I trust it? I don't know.
No, you need to go to like a gay website.
Gay websites. I'm not doing that.
So,
okay, let's see. In 1978, okay, it says
so what are the colors? Red?
orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Yeah, so this version says red is life, orange is healing, yellow is sunlight, green is nature, blue is harmony, and purple is spirit.
But those aren't like specifically gay.
No, and that's okay. So the cooperative movement from 1921, they had a rainbow flag.
What the fuck was the cooperative movement?
A 7-color rainbow flag. Color is spelled with a U, so this might be a UK thing. A 7-color rainbow flag is a common symbol for the international cooperative movement. The rainbow flag has been the cooperative emblem since 1921, when the International Cooperative Congress of World Co-op Leaders met in Basel, Switzerland, to identify and define growing cooperative movements' common values and ideals to unite co-ops around the world. Okay. So
I like that.
I mean, so the skaters obviously stole it from there.
Yeah. So early 20s.
And then there was a peace movement.
In the 20s for the cooperative movement that wanted cooperation from nations all over the world.
The 1920s. And then, let's see.
Probably after...
Oh.
Well, after the First World War, so they're...
And they had one for Reformation in 1525 that was a rainbow.
1525?
Yeah. Socially revolutionary claims with religious preachings.
Oh, so it was like a God thing first.
We all stole it from God.
Oh, we did. Well, from people claiming to represent God.
Then the Armenian Republic in 1919 proposed a similar version. The cooperative movement in 1921. The peace movement.
In the 60s.
In the 60s.
Peace or pace? Does that say peace or pace?
Well, it says the peace movement here, but then pace on the flag, which means
they were terrible spellers.
Peace from every balcony? What?
Go back to that 15 whatever. What was their religious...
I'm okay.
What were they pushing?
The reformers. The religious preaching, Isaiah Peter. He's often portrayed with a rainbow banner in his hand. The German Peasants' War of the 16th century, rainbow banner together with the peasant's boot, or the Bundschuh.
Bundschuh.
Was used as a sign of a new era of hope and social change.
So that was for social progress. Even though it was religious, it was like a progressive thing.
Yeah.
And then the Armenian Republic proposed flag of 1819 was a rainbow.
1919.
1919.
Then 1921. And then peace movement of 1961. And it meant pace de tutti balconi, or peace from every balcony, which was a protest against the impending war in Iraq. In 2002, they brought it back. Mm-hmm. And this one has a light blue in it. I don't think the gay flag has a light blue in it.
No.
And then something about people in the Andes in Peru. And then in 1978.
1978 is when the gay flag became a thing.
Yeah, it was an artist in
San
Francisco who created this. And then those were the symbols were red was life, orange is healing, sunlight, green, nature. And then what I always heard was that it was diversity. So, you know. And then a lot of other people have followed. And then they changed, like I say, they changed the rainbow flag and added black and brown. And then they added, there's like a flag for bears. And then there's a flag for trans people. And there's all these other things.
For bears? What's the bear gay?
I don't see it on here. But then the Progress Pride had transgender people, black and brown people of color in 2018. And there were,
which is like stupid. Just looking at like hear what the original flag was supposed to be. It had to do with everyone being included in the gay community and showing its diversity, and those colors represented different values, not like to just add a black and brown is so like boring. Like, hey, people of color, you're welcome here too. Like,
and then, I mean, and the trans flag, I think, is a blue and pink and white, a light blue and pink and white.
Yeah.
But, and there were people who were mad about the new queer flag, but, I don't think it looks as good, but I get the point.
I guess it's not officially a rainbow. It's like the colors of a rainbow in a flag. But it's not like the shape, it's not the shape of a rainbow.
That's true. That is true. And so, that makes a difference.
It's not an arch.
But I do know there was a lot of people who were mad about it, one way or another.
So, history of
the rainbow flag.
The rainbow flag. Oh, so what do they call it? Go down again.
Who?
They call it in the gay community. It's just called the. What do you call it?
I call it the rainbow flag, but
is that what they call it on this piece of literature?
The rainbow pride flag.
Okay, so you can call it a rainbow flag or a pride flag.
Sure. Yep.
Okay, so I love anything with rainbow. So basically, I love any pride collection.
That's very nice, and I like it too. And so I wanted to talk about something that you talked about before, which was when we were first getting to know each other.
Before you started brainwashing me?
Just before the brainwashing began.
Ugh, okay.
Ugh, so much fun.
I can't even remember.
I don't remember who she was before. But no, you asked, why does anyone care if there's a rainbow flag on the outside of a business? Like it was just kind of like virtue signaling. What's the point of that?
I stand by that opinion.
And I believe that it makes you feel safer. And it's just a difficult time right now, especially. I get such a positive feeling when I see a flag. Like, okay, I can go in there and I could hold hands with my girlfriend if I had one and it wouldn't be an issue. I could be myself. And it's not like I'm trying to gay up every place I go or anything like that, but just knowing that they've taken that extra step to say, I support you, makes me happy to be in that store. Happier.
I get that, but I also think that you might just being misled by some liberal white woman who really means nothing and like couldn't help you at all, right? I would always stand up for any sort of person being bullied or shit upon in real life. I'm the type of person that I will say something.
Okay, that's good.
So I don't need to put that up at my store because I know I am just that type of person.
But what it does do is tell someone else that you might be safer to be around. And I'm not afraid to say this position and put it on my window.
Yeah. No, and I'm not saying that this is an all the time thing. And I'm not saying that as a person in the community that if you see that and you feel like you would be safer there, that's like a wrong feeling to have. I'm coming more from the perspective of these people putting them up. That lots of times I see these people putting them up and I feel like that person couldn't do shit.
Well, they're doing one thing and that's putting that up, and whether or not that's...
And to me, that's like not that brave.
I don't
like putting up a flag is like nothing.
Do you have a flag on your business?
No.
Do you have a flag at the Armory or anything?
We don't have anything right now at the Armory.
Put it up and see if you don't get crap.
I would put one up at the Armory. If I had one at my house, I would put one. I'm like, first of all, I'm not really a flag person.
Well,
it's not really my
sticker on the door, right? That tells me that you're willing to risk the person who's going to walk in and be alienated by that. That tells me you're willing to risk that, whether or not it's virtue signaling or what, because you can lose business from that as easily as you can gain it, especially here.
Well, yes, and I've learned that in my many years of practice, that people know who I am, and if they don't like it, they're welcome to fuck right off.
Sure. But
so I say it.
Well, that's okay.
I show it.
Your business isn't like one where a lot of people would come in with foot traffic and buy
with what I do now. But yes, if I had a retail spot, like a traditional retail spot, which I guess we do now, I think you already kind of know. Like if you come into where there's lots of outwardly
what?
Not hetero people.
Who's not hetero?
Not that I'm working with.
Okay.
Not of us running the store. We are all lame cisgenders.
Cisgender
But the
straight
people that come know that it's just like a safe, welcoming place. We don't I think it's a vibe.
Well, it can be a vibe, but I've walked into some area coffee shops that looked like the vibe was going to be super
And
cool,
then it wasn't.
and then it isn't. As it turns out,
Yeah.
I may be supporting something I don't want to be supporting.
Yeah, I'm more I'd be the person that I would wear a button or I would have something on my being that lets
That's
people
fine.
know. I see a lot of these people that put these flags up and I just think they're annoying virtue signaling
That it's all
people
fake.
of no meaning. Yeah.
That might be true. There may well be some of those people, but I'd still shop at their shop before I'd shop at someone else's.
Or you'd go in and you'd be like, oh, this person's just a fucking phony.
I mean, I find most business owners to be treating everybody pretty fine anyway, but just to me, if I'm in a town where I see a bunch of them, I feel like, okay, I'm in a safer place. And
or like a neighborhood. Where we live, there are definitely neighborhoods. If you want to see this house believes in blah, blah, blah yard signs, I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah, those are dumb also, but I like them fine.
There are flags and there are the things and you know that. But then you can also go to a place where you're not going to see those and I'll let you know this would also be a fine place because these people are just not going to
put that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I get it. But I do think it matters.
If the flag could be a sparkly jacket, I would hang that on my front door. I'm just I'm not a flag person. Not a flag person.
Well, maybe we can find
but maybe I'll find one I like.
A sparkly rainbow jacket.
I want it to be the pride flag and then it just says on there I'm not a phony.
Hey, you make that happen, girl.
So I could make that and then I would put that up at my house.
I'm not a phony.
Yeah, because I just feel a lot of the people are phony.
How would your husband feel about having a gay flag flying in the front yard?
He would be like, you are such a fucking hypocrite because you've told me that you hate flags. Because he has some flags that he's wanted to hang before at our house. Our old house had a flagpole, and I was like, flags are stupid. Don't hang those up.
What, did he want to put Avalanche or something? Or the Broncos or something?
No, he doesn't like the Broncos. But yeah, he had an Avalanche flag, and then he had this German one. So when it's Oktoberfest, he wanted. I'm like, oh my God, no. So they're hanging on the wall.
Okay.
Inside his area of our house where I don't have to be confronted by the horrible visuals of a fucking flag.
Yeah, I can understand that. And I've never had a gay flag in my house. But I've had
and I feel like if I put one on my car, I'm not gay. So I feel like that's misrepresenting me.
I know. People would be like, hey, girl. And you'd be like, no, I'm not gay.
Yeah, and I also already kind of put off lesbian vibes.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm handy. I could be like, yeah, I'll tile your bathroom.
That's a stretch.
I don't put on makeup very often. And I usually have body odor. Those are all very...
So now I'm offended.
I don't...
Okay, because we don't just walk around with body odor.
No, but I'm just saying I'm not a prissy woman.
No, but there's some pretty prissy lesbians out there.
There are some pretty prissy lesbians. So
Danielle.
you don't know anymore. That's my point. You don't know anymore. So if I put that flag on there, maybe they're going to think I'm a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian.
I'm sure there's an ally one you could get or something like that. A bumper sticker that says you're an ally.
I just want a bumper sticker that says, I support the gay community.
And I'm not a phony.
And I'm not virtue signaling. So, anyways, but yes.
So then I'll feel safer coming around you.
Oh my God.
But no, I mean, it's just nice when you're going into a restaurant or a store or something like that to see it. And it may not, even if everybody.
Or an interview or something, younger people. But again, I just think my vibe puts off that I'm not an asshole.
Well, it's hard to say when you just walk up to somebody. I've been surprised by some people.
My husband would probably disagree with me. He'd be like, you act like a twat all the time.
A twat?
Uh-huh.
Is our allies twats?
Sometimes. But you got to have all different kinds, right? Like it takes all kinds of us.
Absolutely.
It takes the people that are going to be like, I'm just going to film this. And then it's like the people that are going to like jump in on the fight or the person that's going to call the police. Like it takes all different kinds.
It does. And,
that's what the flag meant.
That we're all different kinds, that every type or every color of the rainbow.
Right? And like you could make this bigger for humanity.
Yeah.
That we're all different and we're all going to approach the things the same way. And I just think a flag is tacky.
The flag we got so much shit on already. We don't have room for everything else you just added.
No, I don't want to add any of that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if it will make you feel better, I'll put a flag at my house.
I don't care if you have a flag at your house. What I want you to do is to say, I can understand why you would find comfort in seeing that flag in the front of a business and that everyone in Fort Collins isn't virtue signaling. It actually is nicer.
I guarantee that most people in Fort Collins are virtue signaling.
I don't care.
I guarantee.
When I go there,
that town is full of fucking phonies. You know what that flag means to them is like the gays can be here, but not so much the Mexicans.
Well, that may be true.
But that doesn't fit on a flag either.
No, and I am still more comfortable there. And you may be right that it's really
when there's just nothing but
white people
of a certain income level, I get instantly like, ooh, these are the people I do not want to be around.
I can see that, but I'm just saying, after fighting with people on the Weld County Commission page and seeing all the people who've written hateful crap on Tracy's Shirt Company's stuff, I was very happy to be in Fort Collins with people with rainbow shorts on and weird hair, jumping around, listening to weird music, and being liberal and open.
I like being weird. Weird is good.
But I was just like, I feel better here than I do in Greeley. I mean, I love so many things about Greeley, but man, it's a bummer to think about so many people who are...
Well, girl, Weld County is fucking huge.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you were talking to someone in like practically Kansas or however the far it goes, like...
Well, one lady, there's a few people who weren't even in Weld County. They were just
you can't
commenting anyway. One
you
guy
can't
was like,
judge.
I'm in a different time zone. I'm like, why are you on here shitting on my comments?
Yeah, just
at
you gotta
12:30 at night. Like, why are you commenting?
You could drive out to Gilchrist, I guarantee you, and go to a place and be as gay as you wanted to be, and I don't think most people would give any shits.
Let's do
as
that.
long as you were polite.
Let's go get some gay stuff.
Weld
in
County
Gilchrist.
is about polite.
They'll think you're a lesbian because you smell bad, and then
I know. Well, they'll think I'm a farmer. That's the other thing. They'll just be like, she's a hardworking lady. She was out. Blah, blah, blah. Rural communities are very much like just want people to mind their own goddamn business, and they mind their own business.
Except when they get on and say hateful stuff on the internet, and I don't know, if that's just a few weirdos or what.
Yes.
But, and I don't feel unsafe here most of the time, but I don't know. So anyway.
It was a little bit about the history of the pride flag.
flag?
Rainbow flag.
Yeah. I think you can call it the gay flag, rainbow flag, or any of those things, or the pride flag.
Can you still say gay?
I'm okay with it.
You say gay all the time.
I do.
know you're a bad influence.
I say gay when I'm talking about things that are stupid, too.
But I feel like the young people aren't good with that. They don't say, hey, I'm gay. Oh, maybe they do. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know what they say. Let them do their thing.
But isn't it gay pride? Wasn't that the whole point?
Yeah.
Didn't it start as like gay pride, or was it just always pride?
Well, Stonewall, you're familiar with that?
Yes.
They were going after the drag queens. And I don't know if those were considered trans people or just drag queens. I don't know. I think they're...
Drag queens are usually not trans.
Right. Gay men, a lot of them.
Yes.
And not all, maybe, but mostly. And, they were trying to beat it out of them. And the drag queens were the people who really led the march. So,
So it was probably gay. I'm gay, and I'm proud that I'm gay.
Yeah.
And then they brought in the lesbians.
I think the lesbians were some of the...
They were like, we need someone to build the float.
Well, I think the lesbians were actually part of the more strategic political engaged people. The gay men were a part of it too, but there was a point where gay men were just fucking dying.
Yeah.
And lesbians, I think, to some extent, took some of the political lead.
When it was so violent, it was probably easier to hide your lesbianism.
I think maybe that's true.
Yeah. You could still have like your secret life, but when you're out and about, like you could hide it a little more easily, maybe.
It's hard to say for sure, but I'm sure there were a lot of gay men who hid it too, but like Kanye. And because did you just see he said he was gay?
He just says everything. I don't even know anymore. I don't even care about him.
Well,
I can't.
Anyway, I mean, I think everybody was a participant, but I think the lesbians were a little more strategic and the gay men were a little bit louder, maybe. I don't know. These are all probably stereotypes, but I know there was a lot of gay leaders, the male leaders like Harvey Milk.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I think there's all kinds of people, gay and straight, and I think that people generally respond better to people who behave more like whatever gender they're assumed to be. So if I do go out in, where'd you say, Gilchrist?
Yeah, I just picked somewhere, but yeah.
I don't know where that is, but we're going to go there.
It's not that far. It's not that big.
We'll go there.
Yeah, Platteville.
And I will
Kersey.
do something very lesbian-y and see if they notice.
Okay.
And we'll see if they have anything to say to me. And then you can prove your worth by
fighting for your honor if I have
fighting
to.
for my honor.
I'll do it.
And you'll be like, I'm not gay, but you leave her alone.
Yeah. Strict don't be an asshole policy. Like, if you're being an asshole, I'm going to say something.
Okay.
Every time.
Well, that'll be fun.
So, okay. Thank you for that history, Jennifer.
Yeah. I'm probably not.
And
not
rainbows
the best gay
are
historian.
awesome.
Yeah.
You're not the best gay historian.
Yeah. Queer historian. Indige story queerian.
Oh, yeah. That's
Indige queer.
You can't be that.
No.
No.
I am not indigenous at all.
To somewhere in Europe. All right. So.
Okay. Hanging up?
I hung up last time first. You go this time.
Okay. Because I'm usually pretty good at coming up with stuff for this that makes sense and is doable.
Yeah.
I
think it should just, you've been really mad lately. I think it should just be something else you're really mad at.
Ugh. Yeah. Well, it's like mad depressed.
You go back and forth. You're like, I'm really mad. Oh, I'm just going to sleep.
Well, I'm like, should I stay in a place that I feel, and there's no place that's perfect.
No, especially now.
Yeah.
Even though I did see a tiring abroad and like the best places.
Yeah, there's a lot of those now.
Oh man, some of them were like so affordable. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you ready to retire?
I gotta wait for my 2 big dogs to die. Because it's like really hard to take your dog to another country.
I 100% get that.
And if I have 3 of them,
yeah,
there's
that's why
no way.
I can't get a dog. Even though I want a border collie Australian shepherd with all of my soul.
Well,
but I live in an apartment and
1 dog to get papers and the vaccines and the things is way easier than 3. So if I'm down to 1, I'll be ready for that journey.
I'd have to take a ship where the dog could be out with me because I would never put him under a plane. I don't even know.
Just make him a freaking support. And like everyone takes their dogs everywhere now. You haven't noticed?
Did you see the video with this little, it's like a boxer and it's like they're in a airport and it's like running around, running. And then this woman gets on the speaker and says, if anybody knows whose service animal this is, please pick up your service animal.
Yeah.
Like real sarcastically. But then I was worried because somebody wrote in the comments, oh, I hope that person hasn't fallen into a stroke in the bathroom or something like that. And the dog's trying to get people's attention. And then I was like, I have to know what happens. And then I probably fell asleep. But anyway.
No. A service animal is trained to go to one specific person, not run around like a maniac.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
It is entirely possible that was not a service animal.
Yeah, that's my guess. If I was a betting
Who would pick a boxer anyway for a service animal?
Who would pick a boxer for anything?
I don't agree with you at all. They are lovely.
Oh, no.
Dirty mouth. Anyway.
I mean, all dogs can be great.
Yeah.
But these are the top 3 breeds I would not get.
Okay.
Dalmatian.
Okay. Because they're dumb?
Because they're fucking mean.
Oh, really?
No one tells you that.
Okay.
Boxer, because they jump too much.
They do. They do box you.
They box you, and I'm over that. I don't got time for that shit. Stay the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
3, a Bichon Frise.
Oh, you're the sweetest baby.
Or however the hell you say it.
Why
I'm
would
not
you not
French.
want one of those?
Ugh, they're just puffy and annoying.
I don't even think they're the worst puffy, annoying dog.
They probably aren't. But I would not do any puffy,
Is it
annoying
just because they're
dog.
French?
Yes. I do not like.
Are you doing an accent?
I was trying. It was horrible.
I think mine is Spanish right now, but I'm not sure.
A little bit.
So I would never get
your top 3 dogs you wouldn't get.
I would never get a Frenchie. I don't think I'd get. I don't think I'd get any.
Everyone's gonna hate you right now.
I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Why? Because they fart.
Well, yeah. I mean,
okay.
But they're kind of like in your face, and like I'm not really a bulldog personality kind of thing. I like it.
You love my dog.
Which one's a bulldog?
Well, a pit bull is a bully breed.
Yeah, I don't think of a pit bull like as a bully. I mean, it kind of is, but I do love your dogs, and truthfully, I love almost
all
every
dogs.
dog.
Yeah, me too.
But I just don't think I'd get.
But I love them when other people own them. I don't want to own them.
Yeah.
Like those are just breeds I don't want to own.
And with the smashed in face, I think they have medical issues and stuff like that, and they're overbred and whatever.
Okay, so no Frenchies.
Plus, I just feel like a dog should have a longer nose.
Or a nose in general?
A nose in general. I don't, like, to me, a dog has to be dog-shaped.
So you don't like a pug either?
I wouldn't get any of those.
Who's the smushy face dog with the...
Shih Tzu?
Oh, yeah.
Or
that's puffy and flat nose. It's out.
And Shih Tzus are the hardest to train, I think.
Really?
Any dog. They're supposed to be the hardest to potty train.
Ew.
Take the longest.
Yeah, no. You're out.
So, I mean, really, I just want a Border Collie or an Australian Shepherd, and that's it. But I'd take a Lab and some other Shepherds I like. But
or a mutt. Would you take like a mutt?
Of course. I would even take like a cattle dog, which are kind of difficult too. So it kind of says, why would you not want a bulldog when you'd have a cattle dog? But they're smaller.
And they have a nose.
They have a nose, like a nose. Like where they can take that time to sniff things.
Jennifer will only own a dog that has a nose. It has to have
a nose.
A snout.
I probably wouldn't get a hound dog or a husky just because of the noise.
Even though we saw that one cute husky that one time.
Oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. Huskies are so beautiful. And
they're sort of neurotic.
So
I feel like
cute.
it could be good for you.
Who? A husky?
Yeah.
Why would that
because
be good?
You could be online, like typing your things and being like, oh, I'm so fat, man. And it would be like, yeah, it would like
maybe trying to escape.
Communicate with you.
Maybe. But an Australian Shepherd just stares at you and then reads your brain and says no or yes to what you're doing and quietly judges you.
Yeah. Or like a mini Aussie. That would be cute for you.
Yeah, that's what I had before. But I kind of want like a 35-pound Border Collie. Like a small female probably. If I got a female one, I think you might be able to keep it smaller.
There were some really cute golden doodles.
No.
But they were miniature. So they were only going to get to be like 15 pounds and look like a teddy bear.
Well, I'm sure they're adorable. And if
like,
I met one,
cute.
I would be very nice to it.
And my husband was like, do not buy one. But I went and said hello. And then I was like, how much are they? And she said $3,000.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yes.
Like, who pays that much? Like, I will go buy 300 adoption dogs for $100 each and save their lives instead of buying one of these shit-ass dogs.
100%. And that's the thing about getting an Aussie. So if you're going to get one, I'd have to get one from a rescue because I'm not going to pay that much and the breeding is overdone. But then you get one that was probably overbred and somebody couldn't control.
That's all right. You could control it.
Yeah.
You could whip it into shape.
I just think you have to give them a lot to think about. So I would just talk to it about what's going on in the world and, they're problem solvers.
And then they would get depressed as you and you guys could commit suicide together.
Oh, what a sweet story. What a sweet story.
So we got distracted. What are you hanging up on?
What am I hanging up on? I'm going to hang up on.
I know I had one, and then we started talking about dogs, and I got distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I am hanging up on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh.
Screw you.
Okay. You're mad at them.
Mad at them.
Unfan.
I hate them.
Okay.
They're not as bad as the Lakers, but they're pretty damn close.
Okay.
So I'm over it.
This is the MNBA?
Yes, this is the MNBA.
Okay.
Yep. So that's what I'm hanging up on.
Okay.
To be determined.
Can I just hang up
if
on the
they
Packers
really win
then?
or not.
Because I hate the Packers.
No, because it's not the season.
Oh.
You can't be mad yet. Is it draft or
them.
anything?
No, I hate them all year round.
I know.
Okay.
But you can't watch them right now, so you can't be that mad.
Well, I think what I might hang up on is using the valet trash.
Oh.
Because
At your apartment?
Yeah. Because first of all, I never get the trash out on time. And then if I do get the trash out on time, that's the time they don't come. And then I have my garbage in my apartment for an extra 2 days because I can't get it timed right.
So what are you going to do instead? Just walk it to the dumpster?
I'll just take it to the garbage.
Yeah. Is it close enough to your house?
Yeah, I mean, I'm better about taking the recycling, but my actual garbage, I kind of want them to take, but I always miss it.
Yeah.
So I think I should just commit to just taking it myself.
I agree. And then you could get in some steps.
Yeah.
Speaking of trash, we're getting rid of our trash service at our house as well.
What are you going to do?
I'm just going to take it to my shop dumpster.
How come you're getting rid of it?
Because I won't do blah, 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 blah management because it's corporate and I hate them. So I want a small town trash service, a small local trash service.
Do you have those?
We do have those. And they just told me they upgraded their truck size so it won't fit down our alley.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, alleys need to come back. If your trash is in the front of your fucking house, it's gross and disgusting and no one wants to see that. Alleys need to come back. That's the whole fucking point of having an alley.
It's in the hallway for me. I just stick it garbage in the hallway.
Yeah, that's gross too.
And I think
But when you drive down a neighborhood, don't you hate seeing their fucking trash cans in the front of their house?
I mean, I love an alley.
I mean, some people stick them in their garage, I guess,
Yeah.
but I also hate the garage on the front of a house. I think an alley should come back. So I have an alley. I want to use my alley. I do not want to see my fucking trash.
All right, well.
And they won't do it.
It's going to be a major pain in the ass for you, but.
It's a major pain in the ass for my husband.
He's going to take the garbage too?
He just has to take it to my truck, and then I'll take it from my truck to the dumpster. It's fine.
Oh, your poor husband.
And then we're getting recycling because the recycling truck will fit down.
Oh, yeah. Do as much recycling as you can then.
I have way more of that than trash. We don't have that much trash because we compost. So
Yeah. That makes sense.
So we're hanging up on trash services.
Yeah, both of us.
Both of us. Woo!
Trash. We're trashing trash.
Oh.
On hanging up.
Yep.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thanks for coming.
We will be back with something also
pride
related next week.
If any gay wants to come on, we'll talk to any gay.
Any gay. The call is out.
Come back for more.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And you're supposed to follow, subscribe.
Follow, and subscribe at Hanging Up Podcast on YouTube.
Boom.
Boom. Bye-bye.